Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Riley. Today I'm going to talk about the HOLOSUN HS403B 2 MOA red dot. Just going to make this a quick video, give you my opinion, nothing more, nothing less. Going to give you the pros and cons of what I think about this red dot, and we're just going to talk about it. So you can find this for around $120 to $150. Pretty much everywhere. Sometimes you can get them on sale for like $120 I've seen, but I haven't seen them cheaper than that. This has a 50,000 hour battery life, which is very good for a red dot. It has a motion sensor on it and an auto turn off, so you can turn it off after a certain amount of time so you're not wasting the battery, which is really nice because if you want it set at 1 hour to turn off, you can do that. And then all it does is all it takes is you have to pick up your rifle or move the optic a little bit and it'll turn it back on. Now, sorry if it's shaky, I'm holding my phone for this video. It has 10 daylight settings and 2 night vision brightness settings, which is pretty awesome. Comes with this mount that you see here, so you don't even need to buy a riser or a mount. And then let's show you the buttons real quick. These are the buttons up here up top. This is how you can turn the brightness up and down. Really easy to press. They feel good. I like it better than the turn dial style. Then you got the turrets here. You can unscrew these caps, and that's you use the caps to adjust the windage and elevation. You don't need a tool. The caps themselves are the tool. And it's a really sleek, nice design. I really like how it looks. Let's show you. It's mounted here on this 20-inch Spikes Tactical AR. Let's see how it looks real quick. So this phone might not pick it up well, but as you can see there, you can see the red dot right there. It's right over my front iron sight. It's not picking it up super well. This camera on the phone's kind of weird, but all it is a simple red dot. Okay? Nothing crazy, nothing super special. I'm sure you've seen hundreds of them before. Here's the other side of the optic. Right there, above the HOLOSUN logo is where you put the battery in. You need a little tool to remove that slot so you can stick the CR2032 battery in there. Now, I'm not a huge fan of having to have a tool to replace the battery because this is only battery powered, it's not solar powered. So that's one negative point in my book, is you need a tool to replace the battery, and it's not a very common tool, so if you don't carry it with you, it's hard to change the battery. But I guess it makes it up for it with the 50,000 hour battery life, So here's how the front looks. You got that little coating there that helps with reflection. And one thing you notice, I've seen people actually return their optics because of this. If you look at the front of the lens, it's not perfectly straight, it's canted at an angle, but that is supposed to be like that. It actually says that in the user manual, that the front lens is actually canted. It has something to do with the light, the red dot emitter displaying better on the optic. So your optic is not broken if it's canted like that. That's how it's supposed to be. So let me just give you some of my thoughts on this thing now that we talked a little bit about it. You can get a Sig Sauer Romeo 5 for about the same price as this optic. I've shot both of those equally. I'm a huge fan of HOLOSUN though. Yes, HOLOSUN is made in China, but so is Vortex and some other optics companies. So, you just kind of have to deal with it. But they are amazingly good products. They are very durable. I don't want to torture test mine because I paid for mine with my own money, but you can find videos of people on YouTube submerging their optics in water, beating them up, smashing them, and they still don't break and they still work. So You know, for $120 to $150, it's really hard to get a better optic than, you know, HoloSun. And like I said, 50,000 hour battery life. That means you can go extremely long times without changing your battery, which is really nice. And I keep mine on all the time, you know, and it has an auto shut off, but I keep mine on the same setting. It's like setting 7 or 6, and I don't have to worry about turning it on or off, and it's just ready to go if I need to use it. So it's really nice. Um, Other than that, I think it's a great optic. Never had any issues with it. Very easy to see during the daylight. I don't get any of that starburst issue that some people have with some of their optics. Easy to use during nighttime, during daylight. Very easy to change the brightness settings. The only thing, like I'm going to tell you again, the only thing I don't like is right there. I do not like that you have to have that little hex key in order to change the battery for this optic. You know, if they could have fixed that or figured that out, that would have been awesome, but that's the only thing I don't like about it. Other than that, this optic is wonderful. Never had any issues with it. I like HoloSuns. I'm not really careful with, like, I don't really leave my optic covers on my lenses. I don't baby my optics. If they get abused, then they get abused. I'm not like gonna treat it like it's a delicate item. So and this thing is held up very well. So in my opinion, I think this optic is well worth the money. Again, this is the HS403B. This is the battery powered version. You can also buy this optic in solar and battery. It's going to be about $50 more for the solar power option. So you're looking probably at $200 for the solar powered version. Anyways, this is a great budget optic. Works well on my 20-inch AR. Check that out. Yep, my Spikes 20-inch AR. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the video, and I'll catch you on the next video.